Back on ABC24 this week with Otis Sanford, Catherine Burgess, and Tawan Stout-Mitchell. We're talking about the Senate race now. We know who the competitors will be, as if there was any doubt, honestly. But in the U.S. Senate GOP primary, Marsha Blackburn walking away with that one, getting 90% of the vote among Republicans. And on the Democratic side, it was Gloria Johnson who made a name for herself in the last couple of years with being part of the Tennessee Three, that she was almost ousted from the state legislature and was very involved in that whole debate, taking on her own fellow lawmakers and promoting gun safety. So, interestingly enough, Otis, she decided to have her watch party, her victory party, in Shelby County in Memphis on election night, and for good reason. Let's explain what that is all about.
Well, I mean, look at the number of Democratic voters we have here in Shelby County.
Even though she's from Knoxville.
Even though she's from Knoxville. And of course, she is joined at the hip, if you will, with Justin J. Pearson. And so I think it was a good strategy. She's probably not going to win this. I'm going to say she won't win it just because of the deep red place that Tennessee is in. But now we have a very competitive presidential election, Richard. And there is enthusiasm that 2 weeks ago was nowhere to be found for the presidential election. And there is huge, huge support in this community for Kamala Harris. So if all of those folks turn out, and I'm saying it's going to be well over 60% turnout, unlike what we had on Thursday, and if Kamala Harris gets that kind of support here, it all lends to Gloria Johnson. Again, I don't think she can win it because there's just too much Republicanism in the state, but it'll make it interesting.
Well, I think about her last opponent was Phil Bredesen, who was so widely known, a very popular former governor,
right.
And he wasn't able to do.
No,
I mean, he got clobbered too.
He got totally clobbered.
Let's listen to what Gloria Johnson had to say at her victory party on Thursday night.
You know, I don't take corporate donations. I take money from people, from citizens, regular dollar amounts. You know, this is a people-powered campaign, and what I can proudly say is more than 70% of our fundraising is raised in Tennessee. Senator Blackburn can't say that. Most of her money is raised, the vast majority of her money is raised out of state. So for us, it's about the people power in this state.
She is very down to earth. There's just something very,
refreshing.
Yeah, it's just I like her approach. She just talks to you, and I've interviewed her a couple of times. Marsha Blackburn also giving a statement on election night, saying that she's looking forward to continuing her campaign and being a champion of conservative movement, America First policies, by working to lower taxes, secure the border, support our veterans, hold big tech accountable, and ensure our adversaries fear us again. So that was her statement. And as we look at the matchup between the two, your assessment, Catherine?
You know, I think Otis said it all about Johnson's chances of winning. I do think that in having her party here in Memphis and in being so closely tied to Justin Pearson, she has attempted to focus on Memphis when Memphis is a place that often feels forgotten and neglected by Blackburn. So I think that was very strategic in that way and could aid her locally. Yesterday, I heard a Memphis voter say, okay, I'm going to vote for Gloria Johnson. I decided I'd be for her as soon as I heard she was for our Justin. And so I think she's got that big support from Memphis. But again, it's a red state, so.
Well, and that is an interesting tie, because we all know Justin Pearson has an ability to raise some money too, and is the political consultant among us, Tawan, even though she's nowhere near what Marsha Blackburn has raised. It is going to take some money to run an effective campaign, and Pearson can perhaps help out with that.
I'm sure he will too, but I think we're forgetting too that there's some issues on the ballot this year that were not there with Phil Bredesen. Roe versus Wade has been overturned. So you may see women stepping up trying to protect their rights for their bodies.
I think if I was going to run, that one issue would be when I would hit really hard.
Yeah.
And then there's the gun safety issue.
That too.
Yeah.
And a lot of parents are concerned about children. Mothers are concerned. I know fathers are too, but mothers are really concerned about the safety of their children going to school. And they are more inclined to support some safety measures that the men won't support. for instance, the ID law, a background check. They are more inclined to agree with that. A red flag, like our governor wanted to do. They are more inclined to be reasonable with that. And so if Gloria Johnson leans into those issues and can bring some women across so they can help, she can help with those issues, I don't know, game on.
In addition to the Democrats in Shelby County, if she can tap into the suburbs of
That's
Nashville, Williamson County, where there was a lot of people after the Covenant shooting, to Tawan's point, that wanted the legislature to do something and they wouldn't do anything, and as you say, almost kicked Gloria Johnson out of the legislature. If she can tap into that, in addition to the abortion issue, that will give her some additional votes as well. This is not going to be the 90% that Marsha Blackburn got in this primary. This is going to be closer. And again, if the turnout is anywhere close to what I think it will be, in the 60s and close to 70%, Marsha Blackburn needs to start thinking a little bit more about what she needs to do to run a stronger campaign against Gloria Johnson.
Well, in politics you can never predict for sure,
No, you
but
can't.
I don't think Marsha Blackburn is losing any sleep over this
Oh, I
election.
don't think so. I don't think so, but don't take it for granted now.
I don't think she expected a big turnout with Biden, but with Harris on the top of the ticket, she has reason to be concerned.
Yeah, that's what I think.
All right, you guys will follow the polls. I expect those will be coming out shortly when it comes to that race.